Hello, and to anyone that will watch the VOD or anything like that, and actually this will probably go up on YouTube. So, hello and welcome back to our farm. It is our middle of November day, yeah. What I should say about that is obviously the way my months work. It's I get 3 days per month. We're in the middle one, and we have some work to do. We have to get our fields cultivated and seeded. If you hear any noises in the background, it's because I have windows open, because in Ireland, for some reason, we have a heat wave. Or a bit of a heat wave, and it's hot. So, yeah. As for the farm is looking good. Obviously, cash-wise, you can see, not the best. But, you can see we've got a good bit of straw bales up there. We've got some grass bales. We've got a good couple of chickens, which I think food-wise are okay. Yeah, if you can hear that noise, 1 second, I think I will try to close the door a bit. Alright, I have no idea if that's worked. Just give me 1 moment. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave the doors closed because there's a building beside me getting like repaired and stuff, so there's a lot of construction stuff. They're loud. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, our chickens, they've got enough food. They've produced a tiny bit of eggs. Not much, no point even trying to sell it. We need to grab our tractor, which is there. We'll grab that in a moment, but we'll have a look at the rest of what we have. And it's our little garden, and we have some tomatoes. Yay! Is it tomatoes? Strawberries. Okay. Yeah, so we can sell these. It's a little passive income. We have plenty of water, plenty of straw, so they'll be grand for a while. So our little two forms of passive income in the chickens and the little farm in the back are fine. We need to get started though. Right, so let's jump in. Let's jump in. Oh no. Okay, hold on 1 second there. I forgot to start my wheel. Alright. Okay, she works. That's good. Hello. Okay. Alright, let us get going. A couple of frame rate issues. Okay, lots of frame issues. I don't know why. Alright, so we are going to have to grab our cultivator, which is... oh god. She's over here somewhere. There she is. Yeah, don't worry about that. So we have 2 fields to cultivate. I don't need to worry about field 25 at the moment. That's just stuck as grass. That's fine. I am actually having some issues with frames. If you're wondering why I'm keeping the forks attached, they're just handy to have. Let's drop you. Let's start going. So yeah, gotta cultivate this field, gotta cultivate 29, we'll do that. Then we'll seed them, and then fertilise them, and that will hopefully be enough for today. I think one thing I would like to upgrade on so far of the equipment I have is the cultivator, just to make it wider. Just so I could not have to be using such a small one, but I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could get a cheap long one, if that makes sense. Or a cheap version. I could probably sell this and pick something up, but I'll need to get like a couple of grand for this. I'd probably get like a couple of hundred. I could probably lease something. But leasing stuff means I lose money per day, which is not good. I mean, I need to do some other stuff because I'm repeating the same things over and over. I might look into getting a loan and maybe buying another field or two, or upgrading the equipment so I can do some other stuff, or even something to think on, because I'm currently, every stream is in the same of just cultivate, farm, seed. It's the same stuff. I should do some stuff off camera to try and make money, but it takes time, which I'm limited. The good thing is though, like, we will start making more and more money. We are getting closer to January, and January is when I'm going to sell all the wheat I can make, which is what's going on this field. I need to try and make as much as I can. I might put wheat on 29, and the reason for that is just the more wheat I have, the better it is for myself, the more money I can make. Obviously when it comes to 29, the awkward thing is obviously getting the bales to and from the place. I might just have to not do bales on 29, because to get all the way up there with the baler and then back and then up with the Tiger, it's a lot of a long distance, and I don't particularly would want to do it, but we see. Let's first get as much done as we can. In terms of everything else, yeah, I'm having a good bit of fun recently with some of the games we're doing. I've played a lot of Overwatch lately. Disappointed in their handling of stuff on that. Jesus. I was looking forward to like a PvE mode, but man, they got rid of that. And now you have to buy a bloody battle pass to do a couple of little fun campaign quest things, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous, and I will not be doing that. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, we should be grand. We'll make our money. I have today, I have tomorrow in game, and then that's the end of November. I have plenty of time to get 2 fields done, and I really do think maybe it's time to look into getting a loan and expanding what I can do. Maybe grab a really big field, but then that means a bigger equipment, which kinda would be a bit of an issue at the moment. Starting off when you're small and have no money is a real challenge. Don't worry, I know I'm missing bits. I'm gonna go back over them later. But yeah, starting off when you're by yourself and don't have a lot of money and want to challenge yourself, not the easiest thing to do, but that's the fun of it, just to see how stuff goes. No, I forgot a bit of. Yeah, I think a bigger cultivator wouldn't be bad. Or a longer one. Or wider, whichever way it works. Or even something with direct drilling. Which I think means I wouldn't have to cultivate certain fields. Means I could put wheat back onto wheat, I think. I'm not very tech savvy with the farming stuff. Starting to get there. Sheep might even be a good idea. I keep talking about them, but it's just grass they need. And grass is easy enough to get, as far as I'm aware. And I have grass saved up, which means I could easily look after them. Then again, it's passive income of wool, which makes a bit of money. Out of curiosity, how much does wool make? So what we do have is nearly 20,000 litres of wheat, which is nice. Sorghum is for the chickens, I'm not worried about that. Soybeans, they make a bit of money, but maybe soybeans are the way to go. We'll see, they're better in July. So what I might do is after I sell off these, I'll focus on something like soybeans. I think canola's right now in December, but I'm never going to get any. What was I looking for? Wool. See, wool in May is good, and you could stock up a lot of it and then go, but even when it's not good, it's still better than most of the stuff I have. So, but they cost money. And I'm the type of person that will want to transport them myself, so I'd have to pick up a transport. Well, at least one. So, there's a lot to do. But it's stuff to look into. And I think sheep might be a really good way. Because again, a bit of wool, all the passive incomes that you can get by just, you know, adding in a small bit of work, it's nice and handy. I don't know if going up and down like I do for harvesting is the better route to do than this, but this is just means I don't have to start and stop. I do need to think about some petrol because we're on half a tank. We should be okay today. Yeah, starting to get just into a constant turning nearly, which is good. Yeah, nearly finished this. And then we'll zoom up to 29 and we'll get that going. And yeah, I think I'm going to grab just Wii for the next couple of in-game months, because the more I can make, the more money I can get. Of course, leaving 25 as grass is fine. The more grass I can make as well means I can look into doing other stuff with it. I'll need it for like silage and all that later on. As I said, sheep are another thing I want to... I'm definitely thinking sheep is a good idea. But you need a good amount of them to make it work. Look at the issue I have with the chickens. Although I think I bought a load of baby chickens, and I think because of that they don't produce eggs yet. So I think it's just the two big ones I bought. Alright, it's gonna get very dizzying, so I apologize to people. Alright, let me grab this little piece. Here, grab you. Grab as much of this as we can. Right, and again, once again, if you can hear construction or a lot of noise in the background, it is just the people building just beside me, which is bloody brilliant. Although it looks like it's about to rain, so they might have to run indoors. Ireland's had a couple of heavy rainstorms recently due to the weather we've had. Funny enough, and well, I don't know if it's funny, but Tralee, I'm not going to go that way. I don't want to go down the road of bumpy hell. Tralee in Ireland had a bit of flooding, flash flooding from just instant raining, to the point their Dunstores was evacuated, and even their cinema was having water coming up from the ground. It was I say up from the ground, I mean through like a fucking pipe in the ground. That's how bad the water was, which is mad to think of it. Right, we are off to field 29. This is probably a bit of a longer way, but I can't be bothered to go over those bumpy roads. I should probably get onto the proper side of the road. Yeah. Oh yeah, now it's time to pack up the wheat and get as much of it as we can onto into our stockpile. The trailer I have, I think, holds like 15,000 liters, maybe a bit more. So if I could do 2 trailer loads, I could probably bring in about, depending on price, probably about 10 grand, which is a lot of money to me. Oh, that's not a good thing to say. 10 grand. We'll see. We'll see how fast we can get through it. And I've not seen a single car yet for some reason. Normally they're everywhere. Really odd. I don't think they're the same one though. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Yeah, there's one. Now we're just gonna skim across like that, don't worry. Alright, here we are, field 29. A field I have to be careful whenever I'm doing because I can fall off the edge, which nearly happened in the last one I did. And that was in my harvester. It nearly went in backwards and there was no way I don't think I could have gotten out without resetting. And it was full of soybeans at the time. Alright, this one's a lot easier to do. It's just up, down. Once we're finished with this, we head back and we start seeding and then fertilizing. And yeah, it's pissing a bit rain now in Ireland. Jesus, that was quick. Oh, hold on. I just need to check something. I will be... just 1 second there. Right, well, okay, I do apologise for that. It is a little, like, one of those rapid flash flood style rains. Like I said, Ireland's getting them at the moment because of the way the weather's been. And, I had laundry outside, so I had to run and grab it. It took me a second to remember that. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Oh. Yeah. Always keep an eye on the weather, folks. You don't want your wet clothes to be drenched. Holy crap. I don't often run, but I had to. I apologise for the minute of silence. Probably handy compared to my voice, but Jesus. I think I should be able to do this on the inside view of a keep-up like that. That's what the mirrors are for. Oh, I wasn't expecting that at all. Like, the rain to get so bad is, not normal. Normally in Ireland, yeah, we're used to bad weather in Ireland. We're used to rain and stuff, but we're not used to this type of just instant rain at a hard level where it can cause a little flash flood. We're used to just constant rain and depression. Holy shit. Oh, your man's got his field harvested behind me. I always wonder whenever I'm on this, if, you know, the AI does look after their fields and stuff, but I always wonder with the setup I have, with how the month works, if they actually work as well. But I'm sure yesterday, or in the last stream, yesterday being November 1 in-game, I'm pretty sure that was not harvested. It's been like a week or two since I last streamed. I can't always. I get busy. I have stuff to do. which is about to miss my point, which is how it works. But one day, when I have my millions, when I win the Euro Millions, which would be nice. But yeah, we're gonna throw wheat down on these fields. The more I can make, the better I'll be. I'm gonna have to time around that. I'd like to get like another field. I don't want to just stick to like wheat and soybeans because they're some of the better paying stuff. I'd like to try canola and so on. Where is the... Am I... No, okay, I'm not going crazy. It's the sun is going with my eyesight. Have you never heard? That's my horn. It was made for me by a group of lads who I'm in a community with, and I love them for it. Why does it have... Why did they make that for me? Because I'm Irish, and I don't say potato, I say potato. And I never noticed it until they constantly pointed it out. And then it became a ruining thing. Whenever they needed to insult me or have a bit of fun with me, they'd go, "Oh, fiddly dee potato." And what happened was, one of them decided, let's stick animal noises on our horns in farming. Yeah, okay, fine. Well, they didn't do that for me. They gave me... I love it. And I love them for it. Genuinely love them for doing that. To me, that's pretty much them saying, "Hey, look, you're going to be insulted, but we love you, so..." And I'll happily accept it. Just in terms of what we're doing, I think... Yeah, that's cultivated fine. We're coming along nicely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at that, we're starting to get there. I will say, this field, although it's got this bit of a hill on it, never had trouble with it, which is nice. I think the only issue is a bit of fertilizing, but never noticed it. My main issue is just the river when I'm harvesting. I've nearly gone into it twice. What we do. Yeah, I don't need access to that land. Right. One or two more passes and we should be good. Missed a bit. Get this tight turn. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, so second last turn, or this will be our last turn and last going, and then we will grab our seeder. It is already 11 o'clock in the day, in game. It's actually 11 o'clock in Ireland at the moment. Jesus, good timings. Yeah, we will grab our seeder. We're going to put down wheat on both fields, and then we'll fertilize it and and then we will see what we can do after that, and we'll see what time we're at. The good thing is, these never take too long. That is cultivated. Okay. Didn't mean to hit that. Alright, let us get back to the yard. We'll drop this off and grab what we need. Hopefully there's no cars. Yeah, we're fine. The AI in this game is just ruthless. It will not care what you're doing. I've only noticed it stops when I'm walking. And even then, it stops in like a mad position. We should be okay. There are some roads where they don't go down, which is nice. Obviously, they don't go down towards the farm. They don't go near the shop. There's a little road off from the shop they don't go near. Again, all good and handy. But yeah, the AI is terrible. Something I could probably do as well is probably like wood. Wood is a good earner. But I don't want to... I don't even think I have trees I can cut down. Unless it's like ones on the yard that I can cut, but then I lose them. And I lose the beauty of the yard. It's not like owning one of the forestry areas where you get a lot of trees. Although I could cut the ones down by the... Nah, I don't need to cut any down. But yeah, we are skirting along. I literally love this tractor. I always say it, and I probably constantly say it. This tractor is amazing to have. It's a little Asaki or something. It's a Japanese thing. And I've really enjoyed using it. It has been quite a lovely little thing to use. Upgrading, probably not for a while. Even if I had the money, I don't think I'd upgrade it. It does its job. Yeah. Yeah, it's in a fine position like that. Right, coming up to our spot. Right, let's back up. Right, we'll disconnect you. And then our seeder is here. Now if you wonder why don't I just use the attach system from inside, there's a reason. I have manual attaching. So what it means is I've got to get out and attach stuff automatically. How you do it is to do the basics. You hit Q, you've then either got a hose which you hold Z, or in the case of our baler, you have to attach with Q. You press Z to attach the long black arm there, and then you hold Q to attach the hoses. Different things require different stuff. This one, you can see the hose is attaching. Lift her up. She's got barley. I don't want barley. I need wheat. I went around too much. Alright, so wheat. Thankfully, this is a bit wider. We'll unfold it. All it does is draw that bit down. And if you're wondering what the whole hoses and stuff do, some of them are to do with electronics, some are for being able to lift it with hydraulics and so on. A cultivator, you don't need to worry about that, it's just a piece of metal you're dragging around. But then if I turn on, right, she's turned on, she's on the, right, away we go. Away we go, the proper way. Same thing as how I do the cultivating. I'm just going to go around in a line, and then I'll get any bits I miss, and we will do our best to make sure we get all the edges first. Get rid of that. I always turn it on just to make sure stuff works. I never really normally have it on. But yeah, I've missed that edge. I'm not too worried. We'll come back and get it. Again, any edges I miss, I can just quickly run back. It's kind of why I never... I overlap a bit. You see, if I cultivate, I kind of stick to the sides just to make sure I catch everything. Same for harvest, well, not harvesting, but same for seeding. I do the same thing. Actually, this is going to be a bit of shame. Nice. The one thing about this is I find tricky is I can't see sometimes where I've gone. It's quite hard. Some of the stuff looks the same, and it's only once you've passed over it you notice it. Maybe it's just me. I can't see from a distance, I hope, but what I mean is when I drive over it, if I feel like I've missed something, I can't tell unless I go back or if I look at the map. It's just a bit of an awkward thing. Right. Obviously here I'm not too worried because I know I'm going to miss stuff with this turn. So, I know I'll be back there, but that's okay. Yeah. Should get a lot of wheat down. We make a good bit of money come January when prices are at their best. And then we'll look to soybeans, but like I said, I do want to kind of expand and do other stuff. The tree fields I have are nice, but they're small. This is my biggest field. Like I've got 18,000 litres of wheat, but I think I only get something like, I think I get about 9,000 litres then, which is, it's nice, but I'm obviously not making a huge, how do I say it? There's a way to do this where you get the best yield bonus, and the community farm that I was a part of, the way to do it is you cultivate, fertilize, seed, fertilize and roll, or roll, fertilize, whichever way you want to do at the end. That gives you 100% bonus, gives you like the best yield. So if I was to do that on this, I would get, instead of 9,000, let's say I'd get 13,000, which is nice and all, but it's a bit more work, and I'm by myself and I've got to do 2 fields. I did have to do 3 until I decided to turn one into just pure grass. the fertilizer I have, it's quite nice. I can do the 2-3 fields even with no worries. But I don't have a roller, don't have the money for it, and I don't want to lease one. And it's just a lot of extra steps that early on won't get me a lot because these fields are small. There's no point in trying to turn a 9,000 litre field into a 12,000. I know it's an extra 4,000, but that's a number out of my head. It might only give me, it might go from like 9,500 litres up to 10,500 litres. It's only 1,000 litres, and you know, okay, if that meant I had 20,000 litres now instead of the 18, it's a small difference, but it's a lot more work for a lot less. Give me a giant field, I will do it. Give me a small field, I don't see the need to. I'm starting to lose track of where I've been, but I think I'm okay. Yeah, it's hard to see unless you're following the line exactly. And then you get to shade and you just lose it completely. Oh god. I'm nearly getting there. It'll be a bit more tricky to... I'm just gonna circle like so. Well, this is going to go forward. I'm going to jump here, go here, and just rush down to where I am. This way I can see what's on the map that I need to do. Oh, I think I'm going to crash. Oh god, that was close. I think we have... there's a couple of stuff on the edge, but I'm not too worried. Alright, there we go. So, we used about 23 litres of seed. Not too bad. Let's get to our next session. Now, I do need to go to field 25. I need... Ooh, catch something. Hit the edge of that tree. I do need to go to field 25. I need to put a bit of grass in one spot, which I missed somehow. This is why I don't like going on this road all the time. It's nice and fun, but it's a bit too bumpy, and unless you're going slow, you can, like, if you go fast, it's just terrible. So then, it's just easier to go on the grass. Ow. Then you crash. Get up and around. stick her into cruise control and just let her go. Grab a drink of water. Yeah. Oh, so much nicer. Oh god. Right, yeah, it's getting warm in here, but I have to have the stuff closed or else all you'll hear is construction noise, and that is a pain to listen to. It's a great way to wake up in the morning, but it's not something you want to do when you're on a live stream. Trying to talk over a jackhammer. Or jackass. Nah, I joke. Builders are nice people. I talk to a lot of them from where I work. They're lovely. It's not their fault if their equipment is loud as fuck in the morning. One thing we can do at one point. I think I'm quite straight now. We're gonna be cheeky. We're gonna go bam and see what's here. Nothing really much. Actually, what were you? Ooh, trailer. You're quite cheap. I do need another trailer. That one I have is nice, but it's a bit awkward to get stuff into with the harvester I have. The pipe on the harvester is just a bit too low, and the trailer edge is too high, so it causes a couple of issues. Right, so here is my grass field, and you can see I've missed a bit, so I'm just going to okay, what? Are you not cultivated? It's definitely turned on. That's strange. I mustn't have cultivated that bit properly. That's why I didn't see it the first time. Something to work on, I guess, later on. See, I don't like bringing, like, I do things in a certain way. Cultivate them, then seed them, then fertilize them, and I don't want to go to one with a load of equipment, then go to the next with all the equipment, then go to the next. Do everything as quickly as I can because they're so spread out, which is a bit of a pain, but it's fine. We're able to get by quite nicely. Okay, stop bumping so much. Right, we are nearly here. Right, time to throw some wheat on this field. Fun fact, turn on the seeder would probably work. There we go. And like how I was doing earlier, I'm just going to go up and down on this. Not bad. We'll have plenty of wheat come the start of December, and then I can get a bit more in for January, and then in the middle of January I can sell it all and make a bit of profit. And my few months, because I think you start the game in what, August, my few months of hard work should net me a small profit. Not a lot, but some, I hope. Again, in the meantime, while I'm doing this, there's strawberries and tomatoes and eggs being produced. Again, if I get sheep, they'll produce wool. I think they are affected by the time change, so going from November 1 to November 2 to November 2, I think should make more, not as much as like skipping an entire month, but it makes a bit as they're made over time, so there's that. So we should be quite good. We'll jump when we're finished all this, we'll jump in and check to see how we're doing with our other stuff. I'm kind of looking at that trailer now thinking I want it. Kind of how much does it hold though? I'm just gonna be cheeky again. Wait. 6 meters cube. About 18,000 liters, maybe. And that wouldn't be too bad. See, this is the type of stuff you have to do when you've got no money. I have 5,400. Can I afford to get a trailer that I might not need? I wonder if I can lease it. If I can lease it, I think I have a mod which is lease to buy, so you can lease stuff and then buy it off or something like that. I don't know how it works, but it's there. Might as well use it. Could probably do with that. With I have a thing for the grass, the lawnmower attachment. Could probably do the same with that. In terms of how we're doing this, we're just gonna go like that. I'm gonna jump up quickly. I missed a small bit at the start, that's fine. And the question is, where did I miss it? Kind of a bit. Ah, yeah. And with that done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go visit the shop, because up at my up at the shop there is some stuff I own, which is seed and Ooh, what the fuck? How did I even hit there? Shut up. Look what you've done. You've screwed me over, you bastard. There. Fuck off, you. I get annoyed by the AI in this game. Yeah, at the shop we have seed and fertilizer, which is handy for the way I do stuff, because I can just pull up here after doing the fields and grab what I need. I use 33 seed altogether, 33% of seed. That's not too bad. If I'm correct, I think seeds are this way. Right. How much are in you guys? You have 1,000 litres. You have 200. Okay, so you're nearly done. Alright, so I need to be buying some of them soon. How are my things over here? You have 2,000, you're 2,000, you're 2,000, and you're 400. So, like, when I started the farm, I bought only 3 of them, but I bought about 4 of them. I didn't realize the difference in size. So I need to be careful, because they cost a bit of money. I don't know, it's like, well, why don't I just bring them down to the farmyard, because I've got the front part. It's kind of handier having them there, because I can just stop here when I'm finished. And then I don't have any way of transporting them other than sticking them on the forklift, and that can be a bit of a pain going up and down the hills. I did it with the tomatoes when I was bringing them up here, and oh my god, that was not fun. It can get top heavy, and the tractor can nearly fall over, and it's not a fun thing. This tractor can't hold a lot. Maybe if I've got something on the back like the Wii, it's a bit better, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so we're gonna fertilize and see how that goes. And I've got a queue of traffic behind me. That grass thing kind of annoys me a bit. I don't know why, I thought I cultivated that, and I'm sure it says cultivated. I might have to go up there and change it all again, or cultivate a small part of it and then seed it, but that can wait until the next time. Like I said, I don't want to rush around and do a lot of stuff. It's just easier to do it in a certain way. See, that wouldn't be a bad field. It's long and it would take a long time to do anything with this equipment, but it's not a bad field. I will say, the one thing is, I feel like the roads are a bit odd. Right. So we drop this off, we grab our fertilizer. Hey, turn. I love this map. I'm happy with this map. I can't wait to get cows, but they're so far off in the future. There's a couple of bits of equipment I want to use, which I can't wait to try out. But it's trial and error, because I've never used some of this stuff before. Oh, I'm gone too far. Yeah, there, so I need to turn now. There's a pole there. Right, so we go up, yeah, get out. So we disconnect the hoses and then disconnect the attachment. So yeah, just quick little rundown of what it is. That trailer, now you can just buy it, you can't lease it. It's only a small, like, what's that like? Full price. Where is it? What? What? You are a trailer for tipping trailer to transport different types of crop. MK6000 Furman. I'm so confused as oh, for grapes. Oh, ooh, it's a good thing I didn't buy it. I didn't pay attention to that. So if I had to check, that would be in the grape section, which is somewhere. Things I want to try. When it comes to animals, the mixers and stuff, I think some of these look really cool. I've never used them before. I remember when we did this map in 19, we had a machine. I don't even think we have it. Sorry, I need to check. No, 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 you. Construction. Animals. Cows. No. We had like it was a type of machine. Tools. Containers. No. Production. No. Decoration. No. No. Okay, well, it's not there. Basically, it was a giant thing. I think you can still find it for 19. You had like a giant. Ooh. Hello. Ooh, okay. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Kind of worried. So it was a giant thing you placed down, and it had like straw, hay, silage, and you tip everything in. Alright, I'm just imagining it being there. You tip everything in on the side, and then you'd pull up here, and it would have a spout, and you'd get total mix rationing, or TMR, or something like that. I think it was called. I think these things do it. Where are they? Yeah. So it instead of having to have like these, you'd have like a giant machine. It's not here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there is a mod of it out there somewhere. And it was a really cool thing, although it was big and awkward to put anywhere. We had it in where the silage pits are. We took up the last part. In terms of other equipment I want to use, obviously I would like to use that. I want to do silage. I did that for the old mill stream farm. It was something I did at the start, but I never really liked that map, so I didn't stick around with it. Obviously balers, foragers, I want to use, like, I've never really used this stuff. Turns grass into your, I think you turn stuff into hay, and then that just puts them into an easier like line, so you can come along and pick them up easier, like stuff like that. I've never really done grass care. I don't have weeders on, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know what any of this stuff is, like, it's just for like same thing as cultivating. Speaking of, what do I have at the moment? I have you. 3 meters. Is there anything? You're 5 meters. Jesus, you cost a lot of money. Alright, well, never mind. Cultivators then. Beat technology is, I guess, something to look at. But beats and stuff like that are miles away. I've never used auger wagons, so I don't know exactly how they work. As far as I'm aware, you tip stuff into it and you can use it to transfer to other things. So if I'm correct in saying this, and anyone could leave me a message to tell me if I'm right or wrong, I would be happy with that. I said it because this is going up on YouTube. I would pull this under the soil, dump in, let's say, silage or something, or hay if I stored it in the silo. I would drive it up to the mix ration machine, and I could use this to pour it in, and so on and so forth. If I was to store stuff on the ground and not in the thing, it's the same type of stuff. Like, I know it says it there, but I've never used them, and I don't know how many people use them, but they're a cool piece of equipment. Obviously, grape technology, there's that little thing. Yeah, so just for grapes and stuff. Not olives? Oh, it's grape technology. I want to do grapes and olives, and I have the perfect place for them. Mulchers, again, stuff to put onto the little tractors, which are where are they? Like these things, these little tiny small stuff, like the little fendant. They're all for like the grapes and stuff, which I love and want to do. And then obviously there's my little tiger car. There are all the other little things. You know, South Course, or not South Course, in the Antonio Carapac. All stuff I want to try out. Obviously slurry tankers, crop protection, mowers. Don't see the need for that. Ooh, what are you? You're just like a giant tipper, are you? Yeah, what do you take? You take everything. Ah, interesting. I do need to get something like... What are you? Oh, you're like a mobile skid steer. Oh, or not a skid steer, a mobile TMR. See, I kind of prefer the idea of the trailers, because then I can move them around when I need them. But they're cool stuff to track out. And then obviously with trailers, it's all the same. In terms of this, you know, the little things for, what are they called? Production, for moving pallets and stuff, which I don't need at the moment. What are you? See, there's a lot of stuff with the pump and hose which I've never used. I don't even know how it works. So that's something to try out. I want to try out. The def pack is just for like fuel, the light thing, which would be handy for around the yard because it's pitch black at times. I've never really used the belt system. I don't think I want to. Winter equipment, obviously it doesn't matter. What are you for? You're for like dropping stuff. Silence is one thing. Animal transport. So your horses, sheep. There's a cheap thing there for 10 bits of sheep. So I might get that and lease it and get sheep at one point. So it's cool. Like, again, you know, little tractor for a bit off. You're not actually bad. In terms of what I've got leased, I've got this. The front loader is actually leased, and I can actually purchase it. Because you cost 6,556. How much do you cost by yourself? Sorry, I just want to check. Front loaders, you're this one, 7,000. I don't. So it's leasing, and it eventually will get to a point where it probably will say it's for free. Right. Anyway, that's a little bit of what I want to do, or what I would like to grab for equipment and use. Obviously, new tractors and stuff are something to work on. And I did say it, but I didn't actually point out. When it comes to grapes, I'm gonna put them here. This here is. It's right by the shop. It's the it's like the farm at the back where they make the strawberries and stuff. It's the same thing here, and you get a lot more. But then you get like this huge grass area, and in my mind, I would get rid of the grass and turn it into olives or grapes, or even, you know, a couple of olives and a couple of grapes, because it goes down a little hill. I think it's a nice looking thing. That's something for the very, very, very future. Right, now back to this. So again, we attach that like that. This one I have to then just press Z. There's no hoses. You can see that little thing. There's no hoses, so if I hold it down, it won't click like you down here. We raise it up and we get going. So we have 800 liters of liquid fertilizer. Now if we go to our fields. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to go, because I'm going to go past the grass field, I am going to put fertilizer on that again. And hopefully that'll put it to 100% fertilizer, and hopefully that means then it's going to give me a better yield for the grass field. So let's start. And the good thing about this is, because it's nice and long, should be able to get a lot of stuff. Might miss the odd part, but I'm sure I can get it all. Kind of dropping bits off onto the ground. Don't need it. Ooh. Alright. Okay, so I missed a small bit. That's nothing to worry about. I can grab that in a second. We just have a quick look. And if I come over here. Okay, so I missed a small bit there, but that's nothing. I can grab them in a second. Map is always the handiest way to find out if you've missed stuff. When I first started on this map, I had a smaller hose, smaller thing for fertilizing. It held 300 liters. It couldn't even do this field. And that was a pain. It struggled to do this field to the point where I had to miss huge gaps just so I could get some of it. Alright, so we're going to just back up a small bit. And while we back up, we are going to grab this part here. Alright, so right here in front of me. How's that? There's a small bit over here. Try to get as much of it covered as I can. How's that? Yeah, that's good enough. Right, and then if I'm right, there should be a bit over here. Yeah, and then there's a small bit down along the side of here. And then there's just this bit here. And then, yeah. So, got that done. Now we head off to the next field, and again I'm gonna jump up to the grass and do a bit of that. Ooh, this is where I have to go. So I used about what, 200 and something liters. Ooh, Jesus, bouncy as fuck at the moment. Yeah, no, when I started this I used a 100 and something liters. 200 and something liters. Ooh, Jesus, bouncy as fuck at the moment. Yeah, no, when I started this I used a 100 and something liters. 200 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 and something smaller tank. It held 300 liters. It didn't have a wide area, and it went through the fertilizer in an instant nearly. Like doing one straight line would take it down by like 70. So I ended up having to like just do as much of it as I could, cover a wide area, and then just leave it and not get little parts. Because again, I had the fertilizer up at the shop, and then when they brought out the new version of the map and everything had to change and I had to buy everything again, I went, fuck it, I'm gonna buy properly. I'm gonna get a better fertilizer. I found this. It's a mod. Lovely thing. Doesn't cost a lot. I think it costs like 10 grand. Does the job perfectly. Right, so we are going to head up to, yeah, we'll head up to 25, but I'm just going to give it a quick blast. I want to know if it'll be 100%. I don't know how grass works in this, which is the weirdest thing to say. I know for 19, you could harvest and leave it, and then the next time the growth cycle happens, it grew again. So you didn't have to worry. I've never actually paid attention to grass in this, so we see how it goes. I'd say that it's the same growth cycle thing. Obviously it doesn't show if it's growing because it's grass. It's just meant to be, oh, it's there, it's harvested. It's there, it's harvested. So it'll be fun to see how it works. Yeah, I don't care. Right, yeah, so if I jump out, it should say 50% fertilized. Let's see what happens then. Yeah, well, it's saying it's double. Right. Alright, so all that folds up. Just walk around it. So okay, that's saying it's 100% fertilized. If this works out right, I don't know what the start at this. I might have to cultivate this and redo it, which means I'll have to fertilize everything again. Let's see how that grows. That should work, because I know when I can't do that to everything else, because obviously when you cultivate it gets rid of stuff, so it gets rid of the fertilizer and stuff like that. It works fine with grass because grass should just grow back. I shouldn't have to cultivate a grass field, it should just grow back itself. I've used nearly 40% of fertilizer on 2 fields. Jesus. Although the first field obviously is tricky to get around it properly and efficiently. Probably better to go like in an up and down pattern, but we shall head to the last last field. Alright, so same thing again. We start, we fertilise. We do our best to get every bit of this field. Okay, okay. Oh, it's too close. Alright. Same thing again. Let's just do... how the hell? I don't care. And I miss a small bit there. Oh, okay. That's fine. See, even when you think you get it fine, you miss parts. Well, that's okay. Right. Make sure we get some of the bits that we missed then, which are just over here. I believe. Yeah, it's just along the edge. Of course it is. Right. So that is this field fertilized. Yeah, nice. Needs rolling. Nothing I can do about that. It's only gonna give me like extra 73% or something, or 73% of what it should give. I don't know how that works, the yield bonus thing. I don't know if that's saying it's gonna give me extra or not, but again, I'm not too worried. They're small fields. I'm not gonna go crazy for them. Oh god, you were lucky, man. I did not see you. And again, it's nice because I can jump up here. Jesus Christ. I try want to kill the poor lads. Alright, so fertilizer is this way. Yeah, look at that. I went through that one. Right, over here. Smallest bit in. And back to the yard we go. Yeah, she had a couple of frame rate issues today. Alright, just to show it off, this is what I was talking about. We'll just park there. You're okay. This is the... You can own this. It's like the little yard in the back I have. So you can own all this, all that, and that. And then you also get this bit of land. And this is what I mean. I'm happy to get rid of this grass field and just... Well, leave it. Like, I can even leave it as grass field, but put down the olives and grapes going that way. All down here. Whether it's just that you're all grapes or all olives, I don't know. I think it would be a nice thing. And I think it would be a fun little area to work on. What I might do is grab a small bit of diesel. No, I think I'll leave it for the moment. I've got plenty. But that is what I want to do with that. But that, again, that is like the cows and the pigs and the equipment. It's miles off. And I mean miles off. There's no way I'll be getting it anytime soon. I mean, I've got €5,400. I need the sales in January to be good. So I can either pick up sheep or pick up look to pick up fields by getting a couple of loans, or and so on and so forth. I really need a good bit of bonus money. Sorry, I nearly killed your man there. Luckily we're finished with all what we have to do. So I can skip forward till December, and by skipping forward we obviously get new second-hand equipment, the crops will grow, stuff like the passive eggs and strawberries and tomatoes will be nearly ready as well. Perfect, I can sell them. It doesn't save, there's no point in me stockpiling them and then trying to sell them off, because it'll take too long. I don't have something that, it means I then have to lease something that can take all them. I can throw them on the back of the little tiger, tie them down and drive them to where they have to go. I can't put them to the side and let them stay there for ages until I make a lot of money so I can rent something to stick them in. There's just no point. So there's some hardships, a lot of hardships, but I really do enjoy it. The fields around the farm are my goal. They're currently my end goal, and I'm not saying once I get them I'm finished farming. I'm saying they're the ones I would like, because with them I could probably look after the yard quite well. So we'll disconnect you and then we'll disconnect you. I dropped it, but okay. Alright, let's go see how things are doing. You can see the tractor needs a bit of a repair, needs a bit of a refueling, needs a wash, but she's okay. So we'll just stop here for the moment. Alright, so in terms of chickens, you have barely used any food, I'm gonna say. Yeah, you're still fine. Jump up here, jump up there. Yeah, there's what, 26 eggs or something? I don't know how this works. I don't know why they're not producing a lot. I've got a good few chickens. Actually, if I come over here, we have 16 out of, so yeah, I've got ones that are like small and don't really do a lot. Doesn't actually say how many I have. There's some that are 7 months. I did buy an extra couple of chickens, or like the older ones. And then obviously we have Frederick, which, where is he? Ah, there he is. This is Frederick, our resident rooster. Hello. You settling down? Okay. Let's check the back again. I've got my thing over there. Don't worry about it. We have just tomatoes, just strawberries, but it is producing them, which is nice. What I do like, I've never noticed about this, is the clothes can come and disappear. So it's like I have a AI wife in there somewhere doing the clothes. Good on her. So yeah, passive incomes are still okay. They're growing fine. They've got straw and water. They're fine. In terms of the yards, obviously this is a bit of an issue. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just didn't. I'm gonna have to like cultivate. I guess it got just, and I guess because it's not cultivated fully properly, it didn't then. What's it called? He hasn't bothered to let me put stuff down, which is fine. Fertilized. I'm not gonna worry about any of the other stuff. Small bit that's not fully fertilized. Yeah. So let's see. That's done fine. Again, they're not 100%. That's done okay. And our passive income's nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep and see what happens. We'll go forward just one day. Sleep till 8 o'clock the next day. And let's see how much changes. So we had 26 eggs. That's all I'm going to remember. So we lost a bit of production. We lost a good bit of money for costs and maintenance. How many eggs do you have now? You have 37. So they actually, I got in over the course of a night, I got what? 11 eggs. It's not bad. That's I know I couldn't go through the house. I should really start doing that. How are we doing here? And we have, ooh, okay. We have 500 liters of tomatoes. We have 1,000 liters of strawberries. Nice. Our water is good. Our straw is good. That's fine. So, like that, boom, done. Nice. So that's a good bit of passive income. In terms of price, we have a look. If we go to tomatoes, at this time of year, it is November. They make about $4.60. Whereas strawberries this time of year will make about $2.30. Not a lot, and that's $2.30 per like 1,000 liter or something. So yeah, so I'm not gonna make a lot of stuff, but it again, I sell them, I make a bit of money. In terms of our fields, boom, stuff is growing, which is good. And obviously that's just its own enigma. I think if I click you like that, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a quick run up there. It's easier for me to run, oh god, because I can cut through stuff. I want to see how the grass has worked. I don't think it's grown back yet. I don't think it would have grown actually, because I harvested it in November and it didn't grow between November 1 and 2. What are you like? Yeah, a bit of damage. Right. So that's not too bad. I'm kind of worried about leaving stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the tractor. Hey. So the chickens get out of my way. What we're going to do is we're going to around and move some of those pallets. I know I said I'm not going to store them, but I kind of want to... I don't want to, like, go forward in the day and then have pallets not being able to appear because there's stuff in the way. About right. Just need to turn a bit straight. I'm kind of pushing that one by accident. I don't mean to. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best here to... right, and then we will come down here and do the same thing. Goddamn fucking trees. Same thing, make sure it's low enough. The issue is this tractor can't really lift a lot. So we're gonna drain. Yeah, this is not good. It's fine, we got this, we got this. Don't worry. Hey, look at that. Right. Again, it's an awkward thing, but it's fine. Right, so we're just gonna leave that like that. We're gonna jump to the next day, and if stuff grows, I think I'll have made the right choice. Can I get in, please? Alright, so we'll come here and we will do 6 o'clock the next day, or the new month. Okay, so great demand at Etzler cereal. Alright. And I lost a bit more money. Etzler cereal. What are you looking for though? Yeah. Yeah. Nothing I can really look for. Alright, let's see. Need our lights. We got another pallet of strawberries. How are we doing? We've got water and straw is still okay. I'm just gonna jump over this. And jump up here. Jump up here. And we now have 52 pieces of eggs. Lovely. In terms of our crops, if I just run over this way, jump over all here. And then... Oha! Yeah, look at that. Our wheat is ready to harvest, which is lovely. We just jump over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little tiger. I don't know if YouTube will have seen me using this thing. Pretty sure they might have. I love this little car so much. It does an amazing job for what it's meant to do. We'll leave you there. I need to come over here and grab you. Alright, so our lights are on. What I'm going to do is Right, time to put these onto the flatbed I have here. Ah, no. Fuck. Shite. Yeah, I should probably pay a bit more attention, but I think we're okay. So the thing is, this arm, I think, is not rated to carry more than 500 litres. So maybe that might be the issue. The arm is just not strong enough, and that's why I'm having issues. Okay, you need to go up a bit higher. So maybe it might be worth looking into getting a better lifter. In all honesty, it's probably worth getting something like a front loader or a skid steer that can actually lift stuff properly. As you can see, it's not very stable, this. But there we go. What I might do, get myself somewhere, because I think I've made a bit of a fool of myself about placing these things here. I might be able to just push them a bit. Right there, that's a bit better. This is why I opened the door, so I could turn. Okay, wow, they nearly fell off. Nope. Alright. Okay, now for this last one, I have an idea. And this comes down to how I've done the bailing. So I thankfully have a good feeling about this. Not that it's gonna be a good idea. Again, this is where I think like a low loader or a skid steer would probably be quite handy. Alright, you come way in here. Good job. Actually, I'll leave that open. Alright, now we have strawberries, and the best place for strawberries is bakery. Well, no, the farmer's market. Where are you? Or pizzeria? Farmer's market. If I remember correctly, that is. Nope. I actually might have it turned off. No, it should be somewhere. Oh, okay, here. So, that's right by the shop. Okay, so we have a bit of a drive. Alright, so we have 1,500 litres of... God, that noise is going so slow. We have 1,500 litres of strawberries, and we are taking them to the farmer's market at 6 in the morning. Well, nearly 7. Makes sense, actually. Don't... Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go at 25 miles an hour because I nearly tipped it, and it's a pain in the arse to try and lift things. Oh god, that was... I've already tipped this thing carrying a load of straw back, and believe me, or grass bales, and it is not easy to unflip the I know I have the front loader and stuff, but that thing cannot carry weight, and I think it might be down to the fact that it's limited to like 500, so I might need to pick up a new front loader extension arm thing. I don't know how you would call it. It's gonna take me a while to get up here, so I'm just gonna quickly show off what I mean. Like, she's rated for 520. That's 575. I need to worry about that. Don't worry, this thing takes hours to get up this fucking hill. It's pitch black as well. And I lost my money for my police. Yeah, it's fine. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I know you can do it. You always do this to me. There we go. It's a good little car. Come on. There we go. So yeah, and we're in December, and it's meant to either snow or rain, which is great. Not good for harvesting. But we will be nearly done for this stream. Looking forward to the next ones, because it'll be getting the last bit of wheat off the field before, well, the second last bits of wheat off before January. Because then I can plant stuff for January, get that off, and make a whole lot of money. Because that's what I need. I need some money, because I'm nearly broke, and I don't want to get a loan. I have a car behind me. I can tell because the screen's lighting up. And you can stay back there. Yeah, I put them on as best I could. I love this little thing so much. Alright, so farmer's market is... I think the entrance is around the side. I'd say I'm gonna get about 600 altogether for 3 things of strawberries, maybe less. And let's be real, I'm gonna get about less than $1,000. Definitely less, sorry, no, definitely less than $1,000. About 500 max. But again, I don't mind. Strawberries are a lovely passive income. Like eggs, although eggs seem to take a lot bloody longer. Come on, you can get up this little hill. I'm gonna dart across here quickly, and I need to go that way. Stop. Get in the car. Right, up here we go. I believe it's somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. Stop. So they'll take that slowly, bit by bit. Boop, boop. 376. Okay. Do you know what? I'll take it. It's money. 376, and all I had to do was get a bit of water and straw. And a bit of time. That's everything. Right, let's get back to the yard. Actually, what I want to do is go this way. Sorry. Now, shut up. I could across here. Across here. Check in on this field. Which is... yeah, everything's grown on that. That's nice. So that's definitely ready for harvest. And then if I follow the little road here, we'll head through the trees. Let's see how the grass field is doing. Got bumpy ass ride. Yeah. I'm thinking of Indiana Jones theme song for some reason. Don't know why this is making me think of it. That's not my field. I'll tell you, the sky is a bit mad looking. Jeez. Anyway, we are just... alright, we're about to get there. So first off, this is actually grown back, which is quite nice to know that the grass does grow back if you cut it. Doesn't give you anything. And the grass has grown, and it's a good little bonus. Sadly, that part, yeah, it's still there. Although there's some grass on it. I need to cultivate that off and redo it. But okay, grass is grown and ready for cutting. Perfect. Time to get back to the yard. Okay, no, we're good. Normally there's 2 or 3 of them. Alright, so I think I will be finishing here. It is December 1 out of December 3. So yeah, I'm going to finish up, get back to the yard and call it quits for the day. The next stream will be on Thursday, and Thursday is going to be a fun one because I will have a lot to do. I need to harvest the 2 fields, bale, bring the bales back, I need to cultivate, seed, fertilize again. I'll try to do all that in the bit of time I give myself. Try and get as much done as I can, because after December comes January and I need to have more wheat done down so then I can harvest it and all and then just sell it and hopefully make more than 337, 38, whatever I made today. I need to make money because I'm running out, and then I can focus on, well, depending on how much I get, I can focus on what I need. Again, sheeps are, and I'll keep talking about them until I get them, easy enough. I have the grass. They cost like, what, 600 for a fully grown sheep, or 1,000 for a grown sheep. So they're a bit too much at the moment. But if I had a bit of money, maybe. And again, a source of passive income. All I have to do is feed them grass, which I've got plenty of. Simple. Simple stuff. Alright, we should be coming up to the yard soon. Where is it? There we are. Alright, down the bumpy road of hell. Alright. God damn. I do need speed because this thing won't go up this hill without it. Alright, so our little mower for the grass is there, which is good. Costing me money because it's being rented. Alright, back at the farm. I will drop this into the shed. Right, perfect. She's all good for today. Right, so that is my farming done for the day. A good bit done. I've got to now. We jump here. So in terms of stuff to do, our little field 29 and 62 are ready for harvesting. I like how the grass says it's ready for harvesting, because why not? It doesn't ever say anything else. I need to get that off as well, but that's not a huge priority for me. And they're both wheat, so the idea is to stock up on as much wheat as I can, because it will be a good price come January, and we're nearly there. Although the price is kind of down a bit, but we shall be able to make a good fortune off it. So there's the month of December, so that should give me roughly 10,000 liters, so that should put me up to 28. Then there's January, again, should be about 10,000 liters, put me up to about 38,000 liters altogether. I sell all that off for hopefully 400, and I make a good bit of money that I can then use to get new stuff. In terms of what I would like, how much are sheep? Let's have a little jump over to their pen. No, wrong one. So they're actually a bit cheap at the moment. It's for a fully grown one, it's 488. Add in 50 fee for bloody delivery, so it's about well, let's say we'll round up to 550. So two of them is going to cost me $1,000. That is too much money. Although I can go smaller, get the small sheep, but I don't know how much. I don't know how long it would take for them to give off wool, and if they're only babies, it could take a while. I actually need to read up on that, to be honest. If I can get, could get 5 of the baby ones for 1,000. I have to rent a trailer, which we checked up earlier. That was just for a trailer. This one here, to lease you would be nearly $1,000, so I'd need $2,000 alone just for all that. And if that's the case, I'd want to fill that trailer up with 10 of them, and that would cost me about. So, some things to think of. You can see the cars in the distance, and I've got grass, so I'm not too worried. Right, so that is the end of this episode. Everything is looking quite nice. We are doing fine here. We have some lovely tasty tomatoes. Alright, so yeah, not bad. That'll be it for today. I shall be back on Thursday for live streaming. This will be going on YouTube, and for the people on YouTube, if you do get to the end, this is going up on a Wednesday. Wednesdays swap between flying and farming. Mondays are between Let's Play and anything to do with driving, so American Truck, ETS, OMSI, so on. And Fridays are completely random. I might put this up on Friday. I might do flying for Wednesday, because I haven't done a lot of flying recently. I don't know yet. I will be back live streaming on Thursday anyway. Or depending on when this goes out, it could be a Tuesday, depending on how it looks. But Tuesdays, Thursdays are when I stream, so until next time, take care, and where's Frederick? We'll say goodbye to Frederick. There he is. You gonna go say goodbye to the nice people, Frederick? No? Alright, oh, Frederick's busy marking his territory, I guess. Till next time, take care, and have a good weekend, or a good week. Bye.